All right, peckerheads. This is Borderline Trash. We're doing episode 24. No, next one's 25, guys. Can you believe that? 25. It's our 25th anniversary. Woo! What are y'all going to get me?
Yeah, what are you going to send me?
Yeah.
I have my Amazon wish list on Amazon.
Yes.
If you want to
just go there and click and just purchase anything you want. We don't care. Because I wear thong underwear.
Okay, I won't mess this up, right?
No. Because see, just do that. And as long as you see red by your head.
Cool.
Then once we get going, I'll put it back up to... Or do you like looking at yourself constantly?
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
I do not.
You're like, no. No.
Yeah.
I
feel like
I'm like looking at myself.
I feel like I'm better for the people if I'm not watching myself.
Well, when she does watch it, she's too busy all...
Well, it just makes me uncomfortable. It's very weird to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Stop it, you silly goose. So, is everybody enjoying our YouTube videos?
YouTube is fun.
All right, I think I'm ready over here. Let's do it. Que paso?
You are listening to another episode of Borderline Texas Trash with your favorite host, Ash Handy.
Oh, and your co-host here, Stephen Booth. How you doing there, fellas? I was making sure the pen was working, and I was like really focused. I just heard her talking. I wasn't paying no mind. But anyways, this is Borderline Texas Trash, you sons of bitches. How you doing, you Peckerwoods? Everybody doing good today? Well, only thing I want to get off before we start is we got to give a shout out to Eddie Van Halen, man.
Yeah, for real. We lost another great. Dude. It's really sad.
No, I mean, he was like my first big like guitar player I seen on TV. I think.
Yeah, didn't you used to watch him on MTV?
Fuck yeah, all the time. I mean, shit, I started watching him when I was like 8 or 9 years old. When he was on MTV all the time.
Cancer's a motherfucker, and it takes a lot of people away from us, so R.I.P., dude.
But, I mean, he died at 65, so, I mean, it wasn't too young, but he was taken too soon. He had another good 10 years in him. God, and that makes you feel old.
I mean, not me, but...
Yeah, not you. Just wait till people you grew up
I was about to say, give it some time.
Just wait till you see Kid Rock in his 60s.
Oh.
You're going to be like, oh, shit.
The bang, diggy.
And his teeth will fall out. Oh, shit.
No. He was my favorite character in Joe Dirt. Nobody wants you around.
By the way, Def Leppard sucks.
Yeah. Anyways, hope everybody's mental health,
is great.
Physical health, everything is going awesome. We love you guys. Thank you for all the support. We're just gliding through spooky season, enjoying it.
Yes, October's here,
just kind of hanging
I
out.
Love it. It's awesome.
It is awesome.
Well, the weather is getting so better.
It feels so good outside. It's so nice not to have swamp ass.
We was out there doing our prep, and I was like, oh, that cool breeze is blowing.
Yeah, until it got ruined by some shithead kids in the alley shooting BB guns at our fucking faces. That happened today.
Yeah. See, I knew I heard something. My dad instincts were going off. There's some kids up to no good.
We were in the middle of talking and we thought we heard something and we just kept going, and then there's a little, I think it hit that little metal fire pit. There's a little metal fire pit that was literally right next to us, and it
ping.
And I was like, oh hell no.
Hell to the no.
Yeah.
Go get my white suit on and my white hat and be like, hell to the no.
Yeah, and for all you YouTube listeners, the next 2 episodes, so we're recording right now for YouTube, and the next 2 episodes are going to be specials. Well, 3, because we have a special too.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be dressing up. They're going to be spooky. So I know that some of you prefer YouTube over the podcast, especially a lot of the youth. Hopefully still 18 and up, because this is an explicit podcast.
It's not for you little kiddos.
Yeah. Stay away, little titties.
Not in my basket.
But yeah, so check that out, and we're just gonna dive right into what we got going on because I don't really have any news about myself. Do you?
No, I ain't nothing new.
Just wanted to remind everybody. Yeah, just wanted to remind everybody.
I mean, everything's kind of getting back to normal around here. The kids have been in school, and that's been going decent.
We're getting back in a good routine.
There's some stuff opening. I think our downtown's opening up more and more. Restaurants are opening up more.
Everything's open now except bars.
Yeah.
Abbott has made it clear that he's not going to open bars. Everybody's really mad about it. I don't ever go anywhere, so it doesn't really affect me. But
could you imagine when the first month they have bars open, it's going to be like
DUI City. DUI City.
There's going to be a lot of DWIs, fights, and babies being born.
Yep.
It's going to be a huge baby.
And don't get me wrong, whenever I say it doesn't affect me, I don't mean it in a shitty way. Like, there are people who make a living off of owning a bar, working in a bar, whatever. I'm really sorry that that's what you're going through right now, and I hope it gets better. Yeah.
And a little bit of sports news. Yes,
OU sucks.
I know, my Longhorns lost, but that's their first loss. And OU,
at least we don't have two like OU.
Yeah. That knocks you out of the top 25.
Yeah.
Knocks you out of the conference play. 5 losers. And then you got Texas coming up this weekend.
Well, this one will actually drop. This one will actually drop after the OU Texas game. So we will discuss that next time. We usually don't talk about sports, but it is OU Texas.
Yes.
So, and we do love football.
Yes. Oh, and the Dallas Cowboys lost again.
We them boys.
Oh, God, it's so funny.
Don't forget it.
We them boys. We back, baby. So what happens when you have a tough schedule. You know, like last year they started 4-0 because they had an easy schedule. This year they got to play some people with some balls, and he can't keep up with them. But they them boys.
They them boys.
Pretty little boys. When they just hold them and pet them and be like, oh, come down, my little boy. You and Sooner go play. It's just football. I just love this time of year. It's Halloween, football, and we're getting ready.
Leaves are turning.
Yes, and you're getting
no more
into the
pass.
Holidays, and they're getting ready to get this fucking year over with. I'm ready for it to be done.
We only have like 3 months left.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad football's here and all that, but nothing's back 100% like it was. So.
New Year's hasn't been a big deal to me in a long time, but I'm going to party my ass off this year just in celebration that I made it.
Celebrate.
Holiday.
It will be so nice.
Just to celebrate that I made it through 2020.
Yes. It's a shitty year. God, this thing has really sucked goat ass.
For everybody. Like, it's one thing to just us get on here and sit and bitch about how shitty it's been, but literally everybody.
Everybody's been
fucked every which way but up and hasn't felt very good.
You know, with all the political crap going and then the rioting. And it's just, oh, God. And then it's going to get worse.
And I do like to stay away from politics, but I would like to remind everybody who's listening that if you are watching everything that's going on, don't forget that if you absolutely hate the 2 choices that you're given, because everybody feels like that's all we have, we do have a third party.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind. This is duopoly is not the only option.
It's like I've always said, if we would go up there and everybody vote third party, the Democrats and the Republicans would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. We would essentially take
we
back.
would send a message to our government. But people still want to, and here's where I don't get, people still want to vote straight ballot, straight Democrats.
Even if they don't believe in what the person stands for.
Yes.
And I'm like, you, as a human, you have the right to change your opinion at any time based off of, like, you know, whenever somebody new comes in and you don't like what they stand for, or you don't like what they do, like, you're not stuck. So, just a reminder.
Stuck. You're never bent over the barrel. There's always that third party, baby. Maybe we should run for a third party.
Oh, God.
Stephen and Nash.
I can barely take care of myself. I cannot run a country.
I can take care of the nation.
All right. Well, you got any stupid news for me today?
Oh, for that, I was like, well, what's your plans? And I was like, I don't know. I was just saying something funny. I don't got no plans. What I'm going to do. I would do this, though. I'd make it illegal to hear that fucking OU song. I would ban it. Because then the band wouldn't have nothing to play.
I don't even remember how it goes.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I lived in Oklahoma for 10 years, and I was just watching an OU game too.
It's because I grew up hearing it. And then when you watch an OU Texas game, of course you see them. Every time they get a first down or something goes their way, they play that song. Sometimes they don't even need a reason. They just play
They're just like, oh, I'm going to play it.
Yeah. I think that's the only song their band knows. But anyways. Yes. It's 6:30 and OU still sucks. Okay, we got a teen soccer player who was struck by lightning while practicing.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Doesn't it leave like really weird marks all over your body?
It kind of looked, I don't know, it kind of looks like the electric shock went through your body, which it basically does.
Did he live?
Yeah, he lived, but he went to kick the ball and.
Holy shit! I thought they weren't supposed to play one.
Well, it wasn't raining and stuff.
That's weird.
And two, they'll still let you play in the bad weather, but if the lightning starts coming within, I think, 5 miles of the stadium, they shut it down. But yeah, he was just practicing. Okay, and then we have a man had sex with a dolphin, but he claims the dolphin seduced him.
Well, I don't agree with what he's saying, but a lot of people don't know that dolphins are very friendly and social, but they can be dangerous because they have an abnormally large penis and they do like to hump humans. Like, it's so big that it can hurt you.
Well, so that's what this guy wanted.
Maybe the dolphin was like, what's up? And then he was like, okay. I mean, that's gross, but whatever.
Okay. Oh, you want to go there? It's that kind of party? Yeah.
He's like, the dolphin totally asked for it.
The dolphin had it coming. You should have seen what I was trying to do.
How is that even possible? You know what? I don't want to know. It's fine.
I mean, we could probably find it on YouTube.
I'm good.
Oh, gosh. Oh. And the doctor warns against using toothpaste as lubricant. Well, no shit.
Yeah, but, come to think of it, I bet in the history of all dumbasses having sexual intercourse that should not be, they've probably used all kinds of shit for lubricant.
Oh, God.
But, like, okay, I get as a man, because yours is, like, on the outside. You know, you're like, oh, I can just grab whatever. But as a female, how can you be like, yeah, shove all these kinds of substances in my vagina. I would love toothpaste in my vagina.
Toothpaste burns your mouth.
I know.
So you know it's going to burn your waffle or your pickle.
Dumb.
Mother. That's why you're not having babies. Then watch, everybody's going to start using fucking toothpaste because they heard me.
Hey, everybody on Borderline Texas Trash. They said that toothpaste is a great lube. No, we didn't. Please don't do it.
Yeah, please don't start that lie. Okay, Russia, here, listen to this shit. Russia claims Venus.
Oh, like they're saying it's theirs?
Yeah, they're saying it's theirs.
Why do they want it so bad?
I don't know. They're here in they've already claimed it. Now they got plans for doing an intergalactic mission there. You know how long that'd take them?
I was about to say, it's going to take them like
10 years.
Like 10 years to get there.
Yeah. And no one's even
We probably all have already killed each other, right?
Yeah.
By the time they get back, they're like, hey, we discovered new life and we're all dead.
Yeah. And we've only been as far as the moon, and that's it. That's it. So.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Hey, I call that planet. It's mine.
I got that one, motherfuckers. It's mine. Or they get there and it be a land of perverts or something.
Or it's like Earth, but it's all nudist. It's a nudist colony.
Oh God. Yeah.
Or it's just aliens that like to eat people.
And probe them. Like E.T.'s long finger.
Like what is it? Yeah, it's if you get probed, it's a fourth encounter of the fourth kind.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because 5th is kidnapping.
Yeah. I always like 6.
Me too.
That's oral.
Oh, yeah.
8's not too bad. That's anal.
Ew. I'm out.
And that's not probing. That's for pleasure.
I'm out.
And a 103-year-old man is the oldest man to go skydiving.
Did he die? Did he have a heart attack while he was doing it?
No, he got strapped onto another feller. Have you seen that where they strap him on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
I still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, me
you
neither.
couldn't pay me enough money.
I'm afraid of heights. I'd crap and pee
I was about to say,
myself.
I know for sure I would pee all over the guy.
Yeah.
And not in a fun way.
Yeah. It would be very nasty.
All right, so as we've been going on and on with all of our spooky stuff.
On and on.
Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. I was just opening my stuff up.
So, I've just been kind of filling y'all in with the random shiz. I thought today it would be fun if we went over all the horror movies. And obviously we're not going to be able to go over all of them, but I wrote down quite a few that I know we haven't talked about yet, because you know, of course, we've talked about Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and shit like that. So, in honor of Halloween, I'm going to name some movies.
That would be very good to watch.
Yes, and we're going to tell you a little bit about them, because the funny thing is I've seen literally all of these. So...
We love scary movies, even though they scare the shit out of us.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
So, horror movies. We are going to start with the 1960 version. I say version, it's the original of Psycho. Now,
I remember as a kid watching that.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to let Steven tell you what this one is about, because unfortunately, I've not seen it.
You haven't even seen the remake?
No, I have seen the remake, but I haven't seen the original. I was going to talk about the remake next.
That's another movie where the remake was awesome.
Yeah.
They did good.
But the original, okay, they came out with a show called Bates Motel, and everybody said that it had to do with Psycho. It was a guy named Norman Bates and Norma Bates, his mother.
Yes.
So is Psycho the sequel to that, or like, because I know the lady that dies, is that his mom?
Yeah.
Does he kill her?
I think so. He kills her and then keeps her alive, or not keeps her alive. He kills her but keeps
her body, right? Because that's what he did in the TV show too. And they said that Bates Motel was an adaptation of Alfred Hitchcock's.
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah, Psycho. I was like, what?
Say Hitchcock.
So, yeah. And then, surprisingly, a lot of people don't know about the, I'm sorry.
Oh, should have done some more of that. See, that's right at the end of it.
Yeah, so that's Norman Bates, and that's his mom.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not his mom. That's the chick that gets killed in the movie.
Oh. That's staying in the hotel?
Yeah.
Okay. So he really does run a hotel.
The mom's already dead.
So he really does run a hotel in the movie.
Yeah, he really runs a hotel, but his mom's dead. She's been dead for years. That's her.
Okay.
He's been keeping her alive. She's in a rocking chair. And he moves her every night. He puts her in bed, then puts her in the rocking chair.
Yeah, that's what he did in the TV show, too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Because that part right there, she's in a rocking chair. And he goes, the woman goes over and grabs it and pulls it around, and she's all like that. That's what it does. That.
Yeah, I think everybody knows that certain sound. Yes. It's off Psycho.
I love it because off of Wayne's World, they say something, and he goes, "Whoa, Garth, your girlfriend's like."
Yeah, well, and everybody knows the shower scene, even if you haven't ever seen the movie. Oh, there's a remake and he plays in it?
Yeah, he's the one he's Norman Bates. He does good too.
What the hell is his name? Ben? No.
That's not Ben.
Shit.
He was on a lot of movies.
Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
Alvin.
Is it Vaughn? Something Vaughn?
Yeah.
Yeah. that's how I feel in the shower. In the morning.
But yeah, so
too many tacos.
We have Psycho, and then what a lot of people didn't.
When I like taking a candlelight shower, and
candlelit showers are nice.
Scrub myself, and I'm like.
A lot of people did not know that Christian Bale starred in a remake in 2000 that had nothing to do with the first movie.
Oh, here it is.
It was just literally about a guy that was a psycho.
Lived in yuppie. Yes,
lived in New York City.
New York.
Wore a suit, had a super nice like condo or apartment or whatever.
A good job.
Basically was bored, so he just started torturing and killing hookers.
People. He'd kill his own friends. He'd bring his friends over and be like, hey, want to come over and party? And
he always liked to listen to music while he was doing it too. Like Huey Lewis and the News was one of his favorites.
Yes.
But if you like Christian Bale, it's one of the weirdest parts I've ever seen him play, and he did a fantastic job. Set in New York City, you should check it out.
It's a very good movie.
I'm going to name off some of the really old ones, and then we'll get into the newer ones. I wanted to know if anyone listening or you had ever seen and I think this is Alfred Hitchcock as well, the 1963 movie The Birds.
Yes, that one scared
me. That scared the shit out of me as a child.
Because used to come at the time, my grandpa had a freaking rooster that would kick my ass every day.
He would like, it's the movie, it's happening.
Yes. All these cocks are coming after me.
My meemaw would watch AMC, and that one would come on all the time.
Yeah.
And then this one wasn't really scary, but I recently just watched it, and I thought it was pretty good. Did you ever see Rosemary's Baby?
It's been a long time.
It's like a bunch of devil worshippers who I hit my pen.
Oh.
He moves into like a man and his wife move into a new apartment complex, and they make friends with these people who end up being like devil worshippers. Of course, you don't find this out to the end, so if you've never seen it, I'm sorry. Anyway, she gets impregnated and is basically the devil's child. That's a good one if you've never seen it. Everybody's seen this one. Came out in 1976. Telepathic. Tampons.
No.
Prom. Can you guess? I'm trying to make you guess.
Oh, wow. I was like, what?
Yeah, the movie's called Telepathic Tampons.
And I was like, what?
No.
What the? How did we get here?
Telepathic tampons.
You were so serious, too. I was like, this motherfucker's serious.
No, I was trying to get you to guess the movie.
Oh, Carrie.
Yep. They're all going to laugh at you. Okay, it's really messed up, but if you haven't seen Carrie, again, it's another one you should watch this year. It's a girl who gets bullied in high school really bad, and her mom's like a Jesus freak and beats her and makes her stay in the closet. Really mean to her. Time. So they invite her to prom as a joke, and she gets mad and kills everybody because.
Well, done with that, she
has telepathic abilities.
Homecoming queen, remember?
As a joke, right? And then they all start throwing shit, or they drop the paint on her.
The one chick that she took it from got pissed off, and she rigged it up to
pig's blood. It wasn't paint; it was pig's blood.
Yeah, from the local slaughterhouse.
Yeah, so she literally shut all the doors and burned everybody inside. Because also the other part in the movie that's weird is she finds out that she's telepathic. So that was a good one. They did remake that one, but I didn't write the year down because it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't.
Wasn't the same.
No, I didn't really care to.
See, like them older ones scared me as a kid, especially the, the Alfred Hitchcock ones.
Here's another one I haven't seen, so you're gonna have to tell me what it was about. Can you guess? Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
That's another one that scared me. That's
1973, The Exorcist. Yeah, I have not seen that one all the way. I've seen pieces, a lot of it being the part. Obviously, it's about a young lady who gets possessed by a demon.
Yeah, she's a single mom, and her kid.
The kid's like what, 11?
She's an actor or something. So they go to Europe, like London, I think, to shoot a movie. And at the house they're staying at, she's in the basement helping the servants and stuff do the laundry. She starts playing with its Ouija board.
Oh, I didn't know that's how it started.
Yeah,
it always starts with a fucking Ouija board.
And its name was the devil was saying its name's like Captain something.
Ew, gross.
Yeah.
I do remember the name being really creepy.
It was like Captain something. It was creepy as shit.
And that's also where the priest has all the flies, right?
Yes.
Like he comes over to do it.
Not in the bathroom like on Scary Movie.
Oh, it's not in the bathroom?
No.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
So is it, he just comes in the house to check it out? Or was that off Amityville Horror?
I think that's off Amityville Horror, I think.
Shit.
But I know whichever scene it wasn't really in the toilet, in the bathroom. Like on Scary Movie.
Oopsie.
Ooh, this house is blessed. And no, the priest wasn't humping her like on Scary Movie either.
She won't even let me touch her. Usually you have to give him candy first. I hate James Woods. I'm sorry if you ever listen to this, James Woods, but you played such a shitty character in Casino that it made me hate you for the rest of my life.
Oh my god.
You were a piece of shit.
You ever
loser.
seen his character at The Family Guy?
Yes.
Yes. He always thinks he's so cocky and arrogant. He tries to steal Peter's life.
And he's evil.
Life.
He's like always, he's always trying to steal Peter's life.
I'm going to steal your life. And he steals it, remember?
Yeah.
He goes, look, I'm Peter Griffin. He goes, okay, so if you're Peter Griffin, I'm James Woods. I have your ID. Bye. Well, then he starts going on the Tonight Show and stuff, being racist and all that, and
ruining his career.
But you know how they always catch him? With candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Piece of candy.
Yeah.
Ooh, piece of candy. And they pull the stick out. They catch him like
he was in. Yeah, and he was in Scary Movie, too.
Oh God, yes.
He gets on my nerves.
I like him.
Okay, this one scared me a bunch.
Which one?
Out in the middle of nowhere. Man, this one's okay. Whatever. It's the Texas Chainsaw. I didn't really know
That's a good start though, because that's what I was saying. See, that one scared me as a kid because I seen that in I want to say 84, 85.
Yeah, it came out in 74, and now I didn't write how many times. This one has been remade and sequeled like a million times.
Matthew McConaughey was in it in one of them.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was in one of the remakes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because there was one series. It's like Ash said, it's been redone so many times. But the first one's always the best. That one scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
This one, if you've never seen it, or if you're just looking for a good horror movie, this one is it.
And you know, living in Mineral Wells, I got friends who lived out in the country and we used to go explore.
Yeah, and for some reason, the whole thing is not based off of a true story, but bits and pieces were taken from from certain serial killers to make the movie. And we live in Texas. We know, especially in the 70s, the probability of something like that being able to happen.
Even now it would, because there's so much empty space out there. Think about the empty space from town to town. You don't see nothing in some of these places. You could still get away with shit like that.
And you know, okay, so like before we get into this, but like if you've never seen the movie, it's basically there's out in the middle of nowhere, there's a guy super into killing people with his chainsaw and like taking their skin off. He wears like skin masks of people that he's murdered or whatever. So basically if people come through here and stop, he's gonna snatch them up, blah blah blah. That's what you were saying. It'd be really easy to happen in general. Going to Oklahoma, so you know how there was like a tractor and like a car graveyard and then the house, and it looked like really old. There's a house that reminds me of the Texas Chainsaw House. Whenever you're driving down 180 going to Oklahoma, it has a tractor graveyard and it looks like the Texas Chainsaw House too.
Well, you can find the house they used in both of the movies.
What? Do you know where it's at?
I don't know offhand, but I do know that gas station that's in the first one. It's a restaurant.
Ooh.
Yeah, we need to go there.
Eventually, we're going to take a road trip.
It was like a gas/restaurant. In the movie, because that's where they would serve the human barbecue. They made barbecue. They made it
fun fact, there's cannibalism in that one.
Yeah.
He was very resourceful with all the pieces. Made happy little masks, ate them, whatever.
Even made furniture. Remember the lampshades?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was really good, and that one sticks out to me because whenever I was younger, my parents would let me watch some scary movies, but they never let me watch that one. And whenever me and my sister were younger and we lived in Oklahoma, there was a little section behind the couch that we could sneak behind sometimes and watch TV after my mom told us to go to bed. And one night we did, and it was the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw, and I still have a problem watching it now. And whenever I go to like haunted houses and stuff, the chainsaw is the only thing that gets me every time. I will literally fucking take off. I will run. Even though in my head I know it's not real.
Yeah.
It was just such a good movie, and that's why I said
it scares the shit out of you.
Yeah. They've remade it so many times.
You can drive around Texas and find all sorts of abandoned towns.
Even here.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a whole abandoned army base. Like,
yeah. You could go up to Whit. That town's abandoned.
Where's that at? Like, how far away?
Before you get to Whit. Yeah, it's not too. I'd say it's 10 miles from Parent.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, can we go?
There used to be an old school there. I heard people lived in it. I heard a real strange family lived in it.
I want to visit.
Yeah, it's just I had a friend. His mom dated a guy that lived right there at the old corner store. Yeah, it used to be a town. Then it shut down.
And it just abandoned. Everybody just left.
Pretty much.
That's badass. And the latest Texas Chainsaw movie, which I did watch
the remakes, they were good.
They were good, but as they kept trying to stretch them out, and by recent, I mean, it was still like 10 years ago, maybe 7. The last one that they made was supposed to be like in newer times, like up-to-date times. He was still alive, and the girl that went out there found out that they were related, and then it was her cousin. It was, it was really...
That's right.
You remember? It was like 10 years ago. It had the famous rapper in it.
And she didn't read the papers, and the paper said he lives in the basement.
Yeah.
And he got out and started killing people.
Even though the plot to that one was kind of stupid, it was still scary.
Yeah, it was still pretty good.
There was just too many to write down, but they were all scary and they were all really good. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in the timeline here. But yeah, so there's a
one with Matthew McConaughey in it. I believe he's the Chainsaw Massacre, I think.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Abandoned Town, Matthew McConaughey. All right, and then last one of the 70s.
Last one, you silly wascal.
Last one of the 70s that I wanted to bring up was, of course, surprisingly, this is the only one we have not talked about, was Halloween.
Oh, yes.
The original Halloween came out in 78 with Jamie Lee Curtis.
That movie, when I was a kid, the first time I seen it, I was like 8.
Did it scare you?
Yes.
That's another one, though, that, like,
it could really happen.
It could really happen.
Yeah.
It's not some crazy guy coming at you in your dreams. It's a big, giant dude that likes to kill people.
Yeah. And think about it. I mean, it could happen in a setting like that.
Yeah. Set in a little rural town. And he just hates Halloween because of some tragedies.
Yeah.
So.
And it never does say why he went crazy and killed his family.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up. In the first Halloween, like the original Halloween, and all the ones, and all the ones to come, because there was like 20. You know what I mean?
They did that like they did Jason.
They overdid it, unfortunately, but the first one is still really good. But for all you Rob Zombie fans out there, he redid it in 2007, and he did put a story to why Michael likes to kill or whatever. And then he made it to where there could be 2. So, like, in the first one, he's, and the second one, I don't remember, Jamie Lee Curtis, is she related to him, or he just likes to try to kill her?
Oh, that's his sister.
Okay, yeah. So, Rob Zombie, Rob Zombie did the same thing.
Yeah.
In that one. But in Rob Zombie's version, he just hated it because his mom was a stripper. Everybody was really mean to him at school. His I don't want to say stepdad, his mom's boyfriend, whatever, was super gross. And he had an older sister, yeah, anyways, he flipped out one night on Halloween whenever his mom was gone and killed everybody but the baby.
Yeah.
So, if you haven't seen that, you should, but fair warning for people who have never seen Rob Zombie's films.
They're crazy.
He's an excellent director.
Oh,
but
they're good movies.
yes, but trigger warning, there is a rape scene. I don't think there is one in the second one, but there's one in the first one, and it's pretty graphic. So, just heads up on that one, because I know some people are into that. I mean, none of us are really into that kind of thing, but you know what I mean.
I love watching rape scenes. Just kidding. It was a joke.
And then, of course, 1980 brought us Jack Nicholson, Snow, the twins, the naked lady in the bath. Yeah! Yeah. And
Johnny's home.
That place is real.
Yes.
Stephen King actually stayed there, which is why he wrote the book and made the movie. And the place is still open, and you can still go see it today in Colorado.
And you can still go to room 217.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey didn't last long.
I want to go stay the night there.
Yes. See, that's where we could
I don't know if I want to go to that room.
I do.
Bring all of our equipment.
Yeah, we could get 2 rooms. Get one there, and then get one, like, away so we can get away if we get scared.
That is very true.
I want to do a podcast in a haunted place, so maybe we could pick something up.
We eventually, whenever we have the funds, which we will, because eventually things will somewhat go back to normal.
Yeah.
We want to start doing like road trips where we go places and we actually record like where we're at, you know, tell you the history, where it's at, what happened, and see if we just catch anything. But yeah, so The Shining was a great movie. Super long, super creepy, based on a true story. If you've never seen it, you should watch it. 1981 brought us the original Evil Dead, which was actually a comedy.
Now that was good.
With Ash.
Yes.
The guy's name was Ash.
There was some scary parts.
Well, like the zombies and stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that, because they really did good on that part.
Yeah, I watched it with my dad, actually, the first one.
But it was still funny as hell.
It was very funny. And,
oh my God.
You know, he actually aged very well and ended up doing a TV show on Sci-Fi called Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Where they, like, remade it or whatever.
Yeah, I love it. It's good.
Yeah, and so that's another one you should check out, but it's a comedy. And then trigger warning for people who are actually scared of, like, this one is...
The Book of the Dead.
Yeah, paranormal stuff. This isn't a serial killer. Yeah. This is, like, spooky, ghost, scary demon shit.
He opens the Book of the Dead or finds the Book of the Dead and mumbles off some stuff.
And it's funny in the first one. Well, in 2013...
It's not so funny now.
They brought us a remake. It was the same cabin, same story, but instead of one single guy, it was a group of kids that went out there to try to detox a girl that was on drugs, and they found the Book of the Dead, read it, and then like insane shit happened to them the whole time. But it was super scary.
Of course, it was the smart guy, the book guy.
Yeah.
He had to get in there and open it up.
And just happened to be able to read Latin.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And I'm just saying, if you were in a cabin in the middle of the woods and you found a book down in a basement where it smelled like somebody had died, and you found a body on fire that was decomposing tied to a post, and you found a book wrapped in a garbage bag, wrapped in barbed wire that said, "Do not open," would you fucking open it?
Yeah. Think I'd leave it alone, you dumb shit.
That is, I mean, I'm glad we have horror movies, but like 90% of the time, and it's human nature. Like, I know it's actually going to happen.
Because they're curious. They just got to see what's
Well, the funny thing is, I never watched the previews. In 2013, I was living in Oklahoma City by myself at the time in this little bitty apartment. And Steve and I are the same. People think we're crazy, but we've always been able to watch scary stuff and it not really bother us, like even whenever we're alone. So, you know, I got off one day, rented the movie, watched it by myself, barely made it through. I had nightmares for like a fucking week. The part where she lifts up and her eyeballs are yellow and she's like talking, you know, telling everybody, "You're all going to die tonight." I was like, "Ah!"
Satan's coming.
Yeah, it was super scary.
That one was scarier than the first one by a long shot. I mean, it was still good, you know, but man, they really brought it.
Okay, I wrote this one down because I wanted to know if you'd seen it, but I haven't seen it. So if you don't know, we'll skip it. 1982 brought us The Thing.
Yes.
What is that?
1982, The Thing. It's hard
Is
to
it just like
explain.
it's literally just a thing? Does it kill people?
It's got
Like
Kurt Douglas or Kurt Douglas is
Curtis
William, or it might be Kurt Douglas. I know it's one of the Kurt guys. Anyways, it's this like thing basically. They're up in Alaska or something, and it gets inside the animals first.
Oh.
It's kind of like the alien thing. Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah, it's scary.
So check it out. Set in Alaska. Came out
That's
in
more of
82.
them sci-fi horror movies.
Okay. 1986 brought us The Fly. Do you remember that one?
That one was.
That was a badass movie.
I loved that one.
It's
that was
literally
good.
Self-explanatory. The guy morphs into a fly.
Yeah.
Do you remember why though? Did he do it to himself?
Yeah, because he was making that machine to make like a fly, or he was trying to do something with these two pods to make one, and it screwed up and made him. And
he literally turned into.
Yeah.
He literally turned into a fly, but it was like gross. His like skin was coming off and like little flakes. That was a good movie too. Pretty self-explanatory. And the guy that played the guy that turned into the fly was very popular, but I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
1987, Hellraiser.
Oh my God, I forgot about them.
That is some sadistic shit.
I've got Lexie hooked on them. She loves them. That's one they redid, but they were decent till 3, and then 4 they kind of started going.
They kept going and going and going with them,
Yeah.
but I never watched past 3 because I just...
Yeah, too much.
That one is more like sadist, like Satan, like it literally is about the underworld coming up to Earth and swallowing
it's
people.
Box, and if you...
It's the box
either
to
way,
hell.
you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
It don't matter how you turn it or do it or mess with it. It opens up. It's like a gateway to hell.
Even though nobody probably knows what he's from, everybody knows who Pinhead is.
Oh, God, yes.
Well, that's who was off of Hellraiser, and that's another one that I watched with my dad whenever I was younger that it really did scare me.
Yeah.
It really did. Because, like he said, it's basically just this little, it looks like a...
It looks like a Rubik's Cube.
Yes, but it's black. Black and silver.
Yeah.
And if you fuck with it, you literally open the gateway to hell, and they torture you. They kill all your family.
How you open it, you open it. I mean,
if you touch it, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So that was another good one.
And they always kept them real good.
They did. They were good.
Especially when they went back and told why Pinhead was the way he is.
Yeah, because he was a normal guy.
Yeah, he was a normal guy. And then he did that. He was curious and got the box and fucked with it, and he became the first Pinhead. The only Pinhead. The only Pinhead that matters.
88 brought us Child's Play.
That one was pretty good. I still wasn't big on the doll. But then they ran it in the ground.
They really did, but it's for like generations.
Here's my biggest thing. It's just like with zombie movies. They're dumb. Because their zombies are slow and they're like...
I know, and I totally agree, but Chucky was a little bit different.
Chucky was a doll. He'd do his fucking kicking.
I know, but it was cool because he was Chucky. I really liked Chucky. My dad let me watch it whenever I was a kid, and then call CPS, whatever. I let my kid watch it. She loves it. We have a great time.
But I mean,
your kids love it.
Yeah.
All the kids love it. I don't know why.
They like it. They love it.
But yeah, if you've never seen Child's Play, it's Chucky. It's the original one. Check it out. Serial killer gets...
I put you on camera. And I made her stop. She's like...
A criminal gets stuck inside a doll and just starts killing people. So yeah, now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds really dumb, like Steven said.
I got you, didn't I?
Yes, I'm blushing a little bit.
She's like, God damn it. Well, she don't like being... When we're doing this, she don't like looking while we're doing it.
I don't.
So I did a little BAM and got her. But what he does like some kind of
Abu Dhabi, I beg of
you,
give me the power. Yeah.
Yeah, and he puts his soul in the doll.
It sounds dumb saying it out loud, like you said, because it's literally just a doll.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I mean, come on, all you do is pick it up.
And then, of course, another Stephen King, 89, brought us the original Pet Sematary.
Oh, Pet Sematary, yes, I forgot about that. That one creeped me out, especially when the kid
little
was
boy.
back. I want to play.
The little boy scared the shit out of me.
Yes, and he's walking around.
Now come back here.
I don't mind that boy out there now. Got to watch all cat around these streets.
Back, you see.
They all come back. Yeah, Jedi.
So, if you've never seen it, they actually remade it in 2019. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as scary as the first one.
And watch, they're going to redo it again in 20 years.
I know. But yeah, people move out into the middle of nowhere. They find out that there's this, it has to do with, like, of course, Indian stuff. There's a
one
hill.
Cemetery, and then you go past the original Pet Cemetery over this hill. That's where you bury the stuff.
Because the ground is supposed to be like different. So if you bury something there, like it comes back. Like so, yeah. Sadly enough, their toddler gets run over by a truck. He brings them back and he kills everybody.
And then he gets upset and puts his wife in there. Remember, she comes back at the end.
Yeah.
Fucking dummy. Didn't learn the first time.
Well, and then in the remake, remember, she was trying to kill him and take them all there. Because it, like, alters her personality as well.
What part used to scare me out of the first one? Remember when they'd show how she grew up with her sister with that bad back in that room? Get some water. I mean, oh God, she looked
that
so
is one
nasty.
thing in the second one.
She was just like...
It was still really good and scary.
Was she in that?
Yeah. In the second one, they still did it too.
Really?
Yeah, it was gross. It gave me the creeps.
That gives me the chills still because she's so just creepy and just like, kill me. Kill me. And just she's begging. Like, she turns from that to, fuck yeah.
1990 was it. And I don't know if y'all have ever seen it. It's like a 3-hour movie, but it is fucking horrifying.
When it came out on TV, oh my God.
And everyone says that the new one...
fucking movie, I was afraid to go in the showers for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was starting to get in junior high, play football and stuff. You had to take a shower, and I'm like...
I know everybody knows who it is now because of the new adaptation in 2017, which wasn't bad, but I still like the original better.
Yes.
But yeah, it's literally just about a clown that terrorizes a little bitty town.
Yeah, and he comes back every 30 years to eat.
Yeah, and he eats children.
Yeah.
And he's fucking terrifying. Yeah, Derry, Maine.
Because he uses the clown gimmick to lure the kids. It's really just a...
What was the little kid's name that he killed in the first one?
Oh, what was his brother's name?
That's what started the whole thing?
Yeah, his brother's name. What was it?
Jesus.
I can't remember.
Anyways.
He made that boat for him.
Yeah. It was terrifying. It was really scary. So, yeah. And then... funny one I wanted to bring up for everybody to watch. In 1993, the year that I was born, we were blessed with the first Leprechaun.
Oh, God.
Do you remember that one? I was about to say, my dad had me watch that one with him.
God.
It's literally about a little evil leprechaun that likes to kill people.
I think the funniest one, though, was
Leprechaun in the Hood. Because they did the same thing with that one. The first one was okay, and then they made like 20 more. And there was one that was literally called Leprechaun in the Hood. And he was in the hood.
Looking for his pot of gold.
96. I had to bring this one up because it was huge and still is. Scream.
Ooh.
It wasn't scary, but it was good murder.
Yeah.
It was a good murder movie. And surprisingly, they made 5 after that, 5 more.
Yeah.
And they're all really good.
Yeah.
Even the one that just came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, they just don't run them in the ground.
Me too. And then this one, which swept the nation in 99, The Blair Witch Project.
Oh, God. I remember that first.
Everybody thought it was real. Everybody was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. Because the internet wasn't that big yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it was there, but it
People still think it's real to this day just because. Yeah. Just because.
And I didn't know till. Let's see, when that came out, I didn't know till 2000. I'd say 2 or 3.
Yeah.
the truth, and I was like, no way.
Yeah, because we all thought it was real.
Yeah, and the more the internet got better, the more you could start getting access to stuff. It came out.
But it was one of the, so like now those are really.
What made that movie so successful is how it was made with that camera.
That's what I was about to say.
And it made people think that it was like real, and they made so much money off that movie.
And it cost them nothing to make it. And it was one of the first films that got really popular that they directed like that. And now they make a whole bunch and they kind of suck. Like, I don't like watching them. But that one, the way they directed it, the way the actors just, I mean, they really did look terrified.
Yes, and I thought, I mean, a lot of that stuff they was talking about, though, is true, though. It's just,
yes, but
that experience they was showing didn't happen.
Yeah.
But it looks so real, like it really happened.
That's another place that I would like to go visit, though.
Yes, because it's
on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Legend of the Witch and all that shit is real.
Oh, yeah.
Is real, just not the movie. Yeah. So, but yeah, I went through 60 to 99. I'm gonna wrap it up there. I hope some of y'all check out the movies that I named
some
off.
More she forgot about it. If y'all think about it, remember the first zombie one?
Night of the Living Dead?
Yes, the very first one, the black and white one.
Yeah.
Because that guy keeps going, because they're going to see her dad, and it's a brother and sister. He keeps going, oh, look at this zombie coming in. And then all of a sudden, this dead guy starts kicking his ass. And he's like, help. And she's like, oh my God.
Fun fact, I am actually scared of zombies. It's like the one thing I'm scared of, and I don't know why. I have no idea.
Zombie movie that still scares me. The rest don't.
All of them scare me. I Am Legend scared the shit out of me.
Now that one was good. There was one that came out when I was a kid called Night of the Living Dead, I think, or something like that. And they ate brains because they're always going, brains.
Yeah, brains. I don't know. Zombies scare me. The Walking Dead used to give me nightmares. Like, I used to like to watch it.
I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm not anymore.
Slow zombies. Come on. Well...
But that's a wrap for my horror movies, and I'm going to let Steven school y'all on some other creepy shit.
Yeah, like some Mothman. I'm going to go... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to fucking elbow you. I hit her in the elbow when I kicked her in the...
Now, this is another one that is kind of based off of...
Yeah. The Mothman. This one's good.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Burp a lot, buddy. The first report of the Mothman was in November 12th, 1966 in Clyden, West Virginia. A gravedigger was working in the cemetery one night, getting ready for the next day's funeral's coming up. And as he's digging, he kept noticing just something dark from tree to tree, and he ran out of there, and they gave him a description. It looked like something like a moth with, like, half moth, half man flying around. And
it sounds dumb when you say it out loud, but seeing it in person, like,
yeah,
on that scale, it would be very creepy.
Man.
Whenever they made the movie, and they actually, like, put vision to what you're talking about, the movie scared the shit out of me. I need to find it so we can watch it.
Oh, hell yeah. Because I like that story.
Because you haven't seen the movie, right?
Mm-mm.
No, it gave me the creeps so bad.
I love the story on it. And then 3 days later, another gravedigger, or after the gravediggers seen it, two couples noticed a gray-winged creature standing in front of their car in the nearby town of Point Pleasant.
Point Pleasant was the most popular one. That's what the movie was based off of.
Oh, shit. And then, according to witnesses, the creature could fly at a fast pace, but he was very clumsy on his legs. Wasn't that fast? Makes sense, because moths, they're not very... They can't even walk.
Yeah, it's
true. But this is half man, half moth, so... Makes sense. And then more sightings over the years kept coming up. And then on December 15th, 1967, just over a year after the first sighting of the Mothman, the traffic light, it was busy. Apparently where this place is, there's like two bridges. It's like an island, and then a bridge connects to it. There's like 2 or 3 bridges or something like that. And there's one particular bridge. It was Christmas time, And people doing last minute shopping, where the red lights were taking a little longer and traffic was piling up. But too many cars got on the bridge and the bridge collapsed.
Yeah, it was a big deal, and everybody said that he had something to do with like.
Yes,
everybody saw him right before it happened.
Like 2 or 3 days later, they said they had a sighting of the Mothman at the bridge.
Yeah, and that's what the movie's about. Is it's supposed to be like they're trying to put the connection together. It's obviously made to be like a horror movie, but the pieces in it are real. Like the bridge collapsing, and like a bunch of the people that survived or like were at the end of it saw him like days before.
Yeah, because no one at first said they didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
When it happened, because think about it, they was worried about getting people out. People were dying,
and they still don't really know. Like they don't know the origin. They don't really know. He's just connected to like big disasters in the area, but they don't know why.
Up. And it's like there hasn't been a sighting in a while. I don't think.
Not any new ones.
Yeah, he kind of. It's weird with this one. That's what I like about it, because this was like the only big story on him. But he keeps coming back. Like,
well, what the fuck, Mothman? Where were you at whenever 2020 started? Why didn't you warn me about this shit?
I bet you that motherfucker hadn't even come out.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this.
He's like, I don't need you. This shit's already fucked up.
He's like, fuck
this. He's in his little cave. Out. He's in his cave sitting like this, depressed. I got nothing to do because it's already fucked up. I just want to mess something up.
I just want to warn people about one thing while life is okay. But the whole year's been shit.
You know, if he was really fucking with the bridge, or what if he was trying to, maybe he was a sign.
Like he was trying to help people, or he was trying to get people on the bridge so that he could kill more people.
No, he's trying. Maybe he was there as around the bridge as a sign to not, go around it for anymore.
Like try to scare people off. Like, hey, don't come down here.
Yeah, maybe he's a good Mothman. It's just weird, like she said. And there's an old army base around there too. He goes down. That the local teens go there to party and stuff.
I'm gonna see if it's on Amazon.
And me and you still need to watch that documentary on that married couple
this weekend.
Cool, because it's a good, sweet movie.
I don't have any plans, and we got to get some shit together for these people. So
yes. Yeah, because that's just
Mothman Prophecies is on Amazon Prime. We can watch it over here this weekend.
Oh, hell yeah. Because, see, I still believe in this kind of stuff. I'm not saying it's 100% the BS.
Richard Gere is the main character.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
But if a lot of people have seen it.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
To the point that they can't really, it's one of the weirdest phenomena in history. Yeah. Like they don't know how to explain it.
And it only comes and goes. You'll see, like I just said, when it first shows up for a couple of years, and it just
then it goes.
Then all of a sudden, 20 years later, maybe it's coming back every 30. I didn't mean to smack your booty.
It's okay.
Maybe he's coming back every 30 years.
Like but he's a good guy.
Maybe that's what the show Jeepers Creepers was made
off of. Don't.
Think about it.
No, that movie scared me really bad.
There's not many sightings. And he only comes around every now and then.
If you've never seen Jeepers Creepers, I watched it as a teen. It scared the shit out of me, and for some reason, it still gives me the creeps really bad.
You know what I used to like?
You know that 2020 is the year that technically, if you go based off the movie, it's this year. It's time for him. It's time for him to come out, and it's almost season for him to come out.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm gonna die. Fuck.
You're gonna be going. Hey, good thing you don't live out in the country anymore with your mom.
I'm so glad.
City.
Well, if Mama gets snatched up one night, I'm gonna know what did it.
Sorry, Mom, I ain't coming.
No, it eats organs, and she doesn't have any good ones. So, no offense, Mom, but you're safe.
She'd be like, I got a flat tire, and there's a big old spur in my tire. Yeah. Sorry, Mom, you're gonna die.
I'm on Oaks Crossing, and it's dark, and I'm by myself, and I'm broke down on the side of the road. Okay, Mom, I'll call the cops.
I almost forgot.
Gives me the creeps.
We really got some good, deep.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up with some deep thoughts, and then tell y'all goodbye. And thanks for hanging out.
It's so much fun.
Okay.
These are actual thoughts. That's what I was like, wait a minute. Yes.
Welcome to another episode of Deep Thoughts with Ash Candy. Do you ever wonder Whose cruel idea was it for the word lisp to have an S in it?
Mm-hmm.
If flying was so safe, why do they call the airport the terminal? Ever wonder if the number 2 pencil is the most popular? Why is it still number 2?
Booyah, think about it.
I am so good at sleeping, I can do it with my eyes closed.
Damn, you're good.
Running away from your problems doesn't help you, unless you're overweight. Thank you, and join us next week for another episode of Deep Thoughts with Ash Handy.
Ash Spank Me. Here's some quick little Halloween factaroonies.
Oh, yay, my favorite. Oh, sorry, that was louder than I thought.
That sounded bad. Sounded like you were sticking your finger in it. Well, I didn't want to keep them notes.
I'm sorry. I want to keep them for myself.
I know,
oh my
it's
gosh,
a joke.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Damn, you're all like, fuck that show. Fuck you, Mothman.
No, I was being
fuck everything.
Jeepers Creepers has me
scared. Really scared her.
Yes.
She's like,
I have to go to my mom's and pick up Jolene.
What
it's getting dark outside.
What if that was Jeepers Creepers out there following the Stone Ox to Ash?
Yeah, and I have to go get my kid
and it's
at Oaks Crossing by myself.
And it's a lit night.
And it's getting dark.
Yeah. Okay. Here's some Halloween facts. Did you know Ireland is believed to be the birthplace of Halloween?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I want to go there.
Me too. I think it'd be pretty cool.
It would be gorgeous.
Ireland, Scotland,
it would be so gorgeous.
I would love it. I would wear their little kilts or dress or whatever they call them. I would.
Kilts, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. And in Alabama, it's illegal to dress up like a priest or a nun on Halloween.
Why?
I don't know.
That's got to be the weirdest Halloween
I guess
law
if
I've ever
something
heard.
bad happens, what, they look like a nun?
Or a priest?
I don't know. I thought that was weird. Halloween dates back to 1745.
Yeah, and have you ever seen pictures of what their costumes used to look like?
Yes.
It's fucking creepy.
Really creepy. I feel sorry for them kids back then.
But you know, they thought that was like the coolest shit ever.
Yes, these kids looked like they had some mental problems with the mask they made. They were scary.
That's all they had.
But
yeah, they were scary.
Kind of reminds me of the different masks on Slipknot.
Oh, yeah.
And Halloween traditions come from an ancient Celtic harvest.
That's interesting. I think we have quite a few traditions that derived from Celtic history. So
yeah, and the United States is the really the only continent that celebrates the Halloween like we do.
It's not as big of a deal everywhere else?
No, not really. That's what I was reading up on. It's not really. People don't go trick-or-treating like they do here.
You're missing out.
Here, Canada, and Mexico.
It's a great time. You're missing out.
I love Halloween, man. And I love this time of the year. Quit yawning this summer.
I'm sorry.
Just think, what are you going to do whenever our show would start lasting longer? Can you imagine them shows?
No, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, your eyes are watering. You're crying.
So, okay, no.
Jeepers Creepers made her cry.
I cut down on caffeine this week. I'm just kidding. I cut down on caffeine this week, and I also quit drinking energy drinks. So, like, eventually, whenever it gets out of my system in another week, I'll be great. Because I was having to drink more to stay awake, and then I would crash super hard. Trying to make better choices. Anyways.
Stick that up your ass, 2020.
I'm dragging right now, but I'll be good.
Yeah, see? There she goes again. Yawn, yawn, yawn.
Hey, I made it to like an hour before I started yawning.
Well, I really want to maybe think of maybe try to push the shows to about an hour and a half. You're like, I'm trying.
No, I can do it. I can do it. I know I can.
I can do it. And it helps her.
All right, guys. Well, make sure you check us out on everything.
Stitcher, Spotify, Spam, iHeartRadio,
Pornhub, OnlyFans. No, I'm just
Yes. I will be doing a show in about an hour. Central Time.
Steven has an OnlyFans account.
Yes, on Pornhub. Just email me the stuff. I'll give you the information. I don't want it out there and everybody to see.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to. He knows he would be the next Ron Jeremy, so he doesn't.
Yeah,
he's not ready for that.
I just want to stay small time.
Yeah.
But if you fellers and chicks have been listening to this, oh yeah, and don't forget our YouTube channel too, guys. Be posting
lots of fun stuff coming
up
in the next couple weeks.
Yes, so go check it out.
And Facebook and Instagram, show us some love. I promise I'm going to start staying on that shit more, but I need some people
We need the people to like the stuff we put
out.
on there. You know what I mean? I do not talk like that. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
But this has been Borderline Texas Trash with Steven and Ash Handy. Coming to you live. See you later.
Bam.
Oh.
I'm going to be at your house almost all weekend, so I'm going to edit probably Friday or Saturday. Because I'll definitely be here Saturday for the game. At some point this weekend, I want to come over and watch the documentary.
Oh.
And I have a feeling that Justin's going to be having people at my house anyway, so I probably will be over here Friday and Saturday.
I don't blame you.
But I figured I could get some stuff done over
We're getting
here.
good, though. I mean, that's right at an hour.
That was good.
I'm not going to do it this year. No, I didn't do it this year, but next year, what I want to do when football season starts, we'll have Ash and Steven's pickle.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. That would be fun.
We'll pick
Are you done with these mics and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if you and Lexie had anything to do.
Leave that one.
Okay.
Because I got to do my sports one. You know, and you know why I couldn't find it? Because you got to have more than 2 episodes up for it to start registering.
Oh, so it was on there?
Yeah.
And you were like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm just done.
And I was like, okay, right when I was fixing to be done and say, screw it.
That's funny.
I didn't do it, Mama. JR.
You've been putting these back in the case, right?
Yeah. And see, I love it because I can edit our videos and stuff for YouTube. And still do my research and stuff on that other one. But I really want to look into start saving up my money, looking into getting another monitor. I think that would help out. You know what I mean?
Having 2 screens changes your life.
Oh man, I could.
For real, for real.
Because like, it'd just be great.